In celebration of Mes Chamorro, the stations of Sorensen Media Group will showcase Historian y Islata, the island's history through culture, dance, and food in a weekly TV show throughout the entire month of March. Tune in every Monday evening starting at March 2nd at 6:30 on ABC7 with a rebroadcast at 7:30 on Fox 6. Guam and her people have a very rich history and culture, and we should be proud with how far Guam has come. Presented by Island Cuisine, Boca, and Chamorro Island Barbecue, with special thanks to Guampedia.com and Canvas by Fawn.
Welcome back to News Now on PNC. The University of Guam wants to show us how current research and outreach help our island. The Western Pacific Tropical Research Center showcases tree rescues, fire ant updates, and breakthrough findings that could save our coconut trees.
What if this was all that remained of the last tree on Guam? As it happens, these seedlings come from a rare indigenous tree facing extinction.
This tree is been around for a long time, so it's a native tree. So our program protects rare native trees in Guam that are part of our ecosystem. So we want to make sure we keep that ecosystem as intact as we can. This is not the only tree we work on. We also work on other rare plants in Guam.
This tree rescue is one of the many research projects covered in the University of Guam's Western Pacific Tropical Research 2014 Impact Report.
What we do is we try to take the research projects that's being done here in our research center, here in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, I have to plug that, and kind of put it in more layman terms, easy to understand, not just research ease, so that we can share this report with our senators, our mayors, people in the community, the governor's office.
While plant scientists reseed endangered indigenous trees, the Tekken technique discovered by two local men may be the key to beating the rhino beetle and saving our coconut trees. The key is covering compost immediately with a Tekken net.
A Tekken is a gill net. It's used for catching small fish, and the way it works is it gets into the gill slots of the fish. It prevents the fish from going backwards or forwards. Well, it turns out that it works exactly the same way with our beetles. The rhino beetle has a big gap behind the pronotum, which is a part of the body, and as the beetle tries to get into the pile or out of the pile, a piece of the monofilament falls in that gap and it's totally incapacitated.
The same net is even being used in living trees.
We tie a knot in the middle, and what that does is that makes the net open up sort of like a bow tie. Okay? And then we take this netting and we put it behind the frond, because the rhino beetle feeds within this area, and that's what we found. So if you put this behind each frond, as the rhino beetles try to come in and feed, they'll get tangled.
Want to help? Roland Kitagwa says stop chopping damaged trees, cover all compost, and decorate your living coconut trees with Tekken bow ties. Want to know more? Read all about it in the Western Pacific Tropical Research 2014 Impact Report. For PNC News, I'm Marcel Romanes.
Thanks, Marcel. And you can find a link to the entire 2014 Impact Report at www.uog.edu. With back-to-back titles as the National High School Culinary Champions, the pressure was on Team Sanchez to defend their Pro Start title locally and win the chance to try for a three-peat. With just an hour to create a three-course meal, the heat is on, even for returning champ Abigail Pineda.
It is the same feeling as I felt last year. The butterflies, the nerves. I couldn't even sleep last night just thinking about it, you know. The excitement, the nervousness, it was all the same.
Pineda and her team go head-to-head with students from 4 other schools, all fielding teams trained in the Guam Community College Pro Start Culinary Program. No matter what's on the menu, anything can happen.
I cooked a glazed French chicken wing. It is a fried French chicken on a soy ginger glaze, sour cream sauce, and sweet and sour sriracha glaze.
I think we did pretty good. You know, we gave it 100%. You know, came out practice 110%. Yes. Even though we had our ups and downs throughout the competition, you know, we stayed as a team and we were one. Because you know we're one big family. So you know we're gonna go through this together, and whatever the outcome, you know, we'll accept it.
I hope the other teams did a great job too. I know they did. They worked the same length as us. You know, the times we practices, you know, the hardships, and what they went through, we went through the same. So everybody has a chance to win this year.
And the team we interviewed in that piece, actually Sanchez, were the winners in today's competition. And that means they get a bid to the 14th annual competition at Disneyland Hotel, where again, they hope to three-peat. In other news, former Speaker Franklin Kitagua passed away yesterday at the age of 81. Kitagua was born in pre-war Guam in 1933 and experienced the Japanese occupation. He would go on to become a respected educator, administrator, senator, and eventually Speaker of the legislature. He was first elected to the 14th Guam legislature and served 7 consecutive terms, serving as Speaker in the 19th Guam legislature. He retired as Director of Education in 1993 after nearly 40 years of public service. He is the grandfather of current Senator Michael F.Q. San Nicolas. Acting Governor Ray Tenorio proclaimed March as Chamorro Month, or Mes Chamorro today. He also proclaimed Monday as Guam History and Chamorro Heritage Day. Monday became an official Guam holiday again after Senator Tommy Morrison passed a bill into law last year, making the day, which used to be known as Discovery Day, a holiday once again. The village of Umatic will begin festivities celebrating Guam history and Chamorro heritage this weekend. Discovery Day was originally held to commemorate the landing of explorer Ferdinand Magellan.
By knowing where we came from and remembering who we are as an island and our culture and all the melting blocks and all the different ethnicities that make us who we are today, to embrace that and to hold it up and say we are proud to be Chamorro, Vanidoso Chamorro, and make that what Chamorro Month is about.
And Tenorio says it's important to continue to perpetuate both the language and culture of Guam. Well, kindergartners from Linda B. Johnson Elementary School can now better learn the Chamorro alphabet with their brand new E-Alphabetun Chamorro book. A group of local businesses donated 2,000 Chamorro alphabet books to the school to help the Department of Education promote the Chamorro culture and language, particularly during Mes Chamorro next month. Book author Jacqueline Sablon says her motivation for writing the book is to help preserve and promote the Chamorro language to the younger generation.
I'd like to thank everybody. This is very important to me. I have a little 4-year-old, and it was really important to me that he grew up with our culture, knowing our language.
And when you see this, it's going to be not just what you're going to learn, you're going to see the beautiful pictures that show you things that you're familiar with here on Guam.
Sablon says a second book is on its way for first and second graders. The group that donated the books include International Group Inc., Docomo Pacific, ASC Trust, Addis Trust, and KenCorp Group. All right, let's check in now with Joanna O to find out what's going on with today's weather.
Friday! Woo! Out of my happiness, I prepare a Friday emoji. Ready, set, go. I also have Monday emoji. Ready, set, go. Aren't these reminding me of rain, actually, which we're kind of sort of expecting over the weekends? You see what I did there? Connecting. Welcome to the PNC's weather forecast. I'm Joanna L. This past week's weather can be summed up by dry weather with tiny sprinkles in the morning and with high winds. Since Monday until today, winds were blowing at above 20 miles per hour due to the high pressure near east of Japan. But as you can see tonight, the winds are expected to blow only up to 15 miles per hour. And the WS says this is temporary as another high pressure will be building out into Northwest Pacific and bring up the speed of winds at up to 20 miles over the weekends once again. Remember that high winds plus relatively dry weather equals fire weather watches or warnings, so keep yourself out of fire. Let's go take a look at weather. Expect partly cloudy with slight chance of showers for tonight. Slight chance of shower essentially means less than 10% chance of rain. As you can see on the weekend's forecast, however, we're looking at isolated showers. That means we're expecting above 20% chance of rain. Could this mean the end of super dry season? Not really. NWS says that the overall weather will be relatively dry even throughout this weekend, and the trough that will bring in the moisture seems to be pretty weak, so expect this dryness to continue a bit. At least temperatures will be in their norms. Expect 77 to 87 on Guam and 75 to 85 on Saipan throughout the 3-day forecast. That's it for me, but before I go, I have another emoji for you. Wait, set, go. Ooh.